What's up guys, my name is Timbo and today we're going to be going over all of the Javelin classes in Anthem, giving you a general overview on their ultimate abilities and unique playstyle. Before we get into that though, I am going to disclaim that this video has been made possible by EA Game Changers. For those of you that don't know, which is all of you, I am part of EA's Game Changer program, specifically for Anthem. So among a lot of other things that goes along with being a game changer for Anthem, yes, I have played the game and will continue to be able to bring you guys information and insight that you won't be able to find anywhere else. With that being said, if you're new here and Anthem is a game you're looking forward to, make sure to keep your eyes glued to this channel and subscribe. In this video, like I said, we're going to be talking about the 4 Javelin suits in Anthem you can choose from when the game launches in February. To do this, we're going to be looking exclusively at the information that can be gathered from EA Play this year, aka stuff I'm actually allowed to talk about. So first and foremost, let's explain what a Javelin actually is. A Javelin is just the name for the exosuit you're in that helps you survive the dangers of the open world outside the safety of Fort Tarsus. Now I've been seeing a lot of people a little confused as to how they actually work. Will it be something similar to Destiny where you boot up the game and have completely separate, different characters? The answer to that is no. It's going to work more like Warframe, for example. You can think of the character you create as Tony Stark, a normal human with nice facial hair, and the Javelin suits are just the types of Iron Man suits to choose from before going out into battle. In the game, you will create the pilot that will then climb into the Javelin of your choosing, whether it be the Ranger, Colossus, Storm, or Interceptor. You'll level all of these up individually and can mix and match them while still being on the same character. It's not like Destiny where you have to completely log out to change from Titan to Hunter. Whenever you go out into the wild, you can choose whichever suit you want. Slowly getting more and more specific here, we're now going to talk about the basic abilities shared by every class in the game. Every one of the 4 classes shown will be able to boost jump, sprint, melee, and fly. They all can hold 2 weapons, have some sort of class specific ability, 2 secondary customizable abilities, and an ultimate ability. All classes can swim underwater for a limited amount of time, marked by a ticking timer placed under your character. And while flying, it is important to note that you have limited time before your suit overheats, indicated by another meter in the same location. Shown here by the Colossus though, if you hit water of any kind, specifically a waterfall here, you will get marked with the modifier in the top left of your screen called cooled, which will reset this meter, allowing you to fly further before landing. So theoretically, you can fly forever in Anthem. As far as if certain characters can fly longer than others is unknown, and whether you can upgrade this ability to fly further by default is also unknown. What does all of this look like in action? Well, to kick things off, we're going to look at the Ranger class. The Ranger is your starter, easiest to pick up all-around class. He is a class that is meant to do lots of close quarter combat damage. The Ranger, along with the Colossus, is the class that we've seen the most gameplay of, dating back to E3 last year at the initial reveal. The Ranger has a melee weapon that kind of looks like a giant baton used to shock damage enemies. He also has a sort of juke or pivot move, if that's what you like to call it, as you can see here activated in the air. You can also activate it on the ground in any direction to quickly boost away from incoming fire. Every class has 2 abilities attached to the shoulder buttons that are on a cooldown. The Ranger one shown in this demo is a frost grenade. It's pretty self-explanatory, you shoot it, and it freezes the enemies who are hit by it, making them an easy target to rack up some kills and combo damage off of. This is an ability that looks really good in my eyes, as you can not only use it offensively, but also defensively to try to take control over a chaotic and overwhelming enemy attack. And the last thing for the Ranger we're going to look at is his currently known ultimate ability. By holding down both of these shoulder buttons, you will lock onto a certain number of targets, or in this example, one really big target, and let loose a massive missile barrage. Last year it was shown to decimate tons of smaller enemies from the ground. This year it was shown to do tons of damage on bigger targets, also being activated in the air, which is pretty cool. As far as if the Ranger and other classes for that matter will have more than one ultimate ability like this to choose from is unknown. I would assume it's like the smaller attacks and say yes, there are others, but don't quote me on that, I have no idea, I've only ever seen the one. Moving on to the Colossus now. Being in the background for the gameplay last year, we finally got to see him being played in third person, and we get a really good look at some of his abilities. The Colossus is more of your heavier tank class. He is built to be more specialized with big weapons that destroy the battlefield. So for all you guys out there that want to blow up a ton of stuff and watch the world burn, this is the class for you. His melee is a devastating ground pound attack that looks to do some AoE damage upon landing. His class ability is a shield he can deploy to block incoming damage. The amount of damage it can take before breaking is indicated by another meter shown on screen here, as this Colossus uses it to run through some mines so his teammates can pass safely. Some of his other abilities include a flamethrower shown here, a type of cannon shot that has a delayed explosion, and a Mortar Strike comboed here with the Ranger Frost Grenade. By the looks of it, these abilities seem to be customizable in some way. The Mortar, for example, has been shown to shoot one single shot, as well as being shown like it is here, shooting multiple projectiles. Whether there are different rankings or tiers of abilities like there would be on weapons is unknown. In my mind, it works like it does in The Division, where you would select an ability like a Secret Grenade, and then from that you can pick the Secret Grenade that catches people on fire, or shocks people, or lets out 3 or 4 smaller Secret Grenades. But whether these alterations in abilities have different rarities, or they just serve a different purpose, is unknown. Wrapping it up on the Colossus is his ultimate ability that looks to be a larger version of what you're seeing on screen, shown at EA Play in a video that I will link down below. Second to last is the Storm that, along with the Interceptor, was just revealed. We know very little about the Storm as of right now, but there are some small snippets of gameplay here and there that we will take a look at. The Storm is your Warlock, Mage, Mystical, whatever you want to call it class that seems to be a more supportive role. There are 3 worth mentioning instances we can see it used in action. The first being here flying through the air, then hovering and blinking across the map to shoot down one of the Scar turrets. The next time we see the Storm is a simple shot of him walking up to the source of the eggs, nothing much here. And lastly, we get a glimpse of the Storm hovering in air with a sort of shield around him. The specificity as to what abilities are being used here and their full capabilities is very uncertain at this point. And lastly, we have the Interceptor, which we have practically zero information about. It has now been revealed and shown off slightly, but no gameplay or any information on any specific abilities it has is known at this time. For the time being, it looks to be the opposite Colossus, if you will, just in a sense that it looks to be very agile, quick, nimble, that type of class that most likely doesn't have a lot of health compared to the others. And this is the one that I personally am most looking forward to playing, as that playstyle really suits me well with what I like to do. Shoot plebs in the face. And that's basically it for the time being, guys. Those are the 4 Javelin suits in Anthem and all we know about them so far. In the comments below, let me know which one of these suits stands out the most to you. When more information about all the classes comes out towards release, I will more than likely update this video. But for the time being, this is the basic knowledge of Anthem's 4 exosuits. Like I said, over the coming months, I will be coming out with tons of content on this game, so if you're looking forward to Anthem, make sure to subscribe. Down below you can find links to my Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon pages if you're interested in supporting me further or asking me any questions. If you enjoyed the video, if you could please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.